My name's Greg Condon. I work with Grassroots Agronomy and Weed Smart. Today we're here south of Lockhart looking at a chickpea paddock which has had some challenging ryegrass over the years. It's I guess a red clay over some grey subsoil which is prone to waterlogging, so it's been a really good trial this year to sort of see how some of the new pre-emergent chemistry might work under high pressure weed scenarios, but also the challenges of the season with a wet winter. So the background to this paddock, it's part of the Warrakirri farming cropping group here in southern New South Wales. They run a sort of winter rotation based on pulse canola, wheat, barley. So this year had a barley stubble, had ryegrass pressure, and we were sort of looking at what options we can do in a pulse crop, this one being chickpeas. They've also got fava beans nearby. So we were approached by ADAMA to sort of trial the Ultro product as a comparison with a standard like pre-emergent. So that's how we set the paddock up. It was sown late May, again very wet, so strip of stubble, so really heavy stubble load following 6 tonne barley crop last year, full residue retention. The crop was sown with a disc seeder. It was sown quite deep, so went to 50 mil to try and ensure that crop safety with a demo product like the Ultro, which is now registered, but the Ultro was sown applied, pre-emergent with half a kilo of simazine. And then we've been able to monitor the progress of the herbicides through the year on the ryegrass control and crop damage, crop phyto. So that were the two key things that we were interested in learning from ADAMA and in this particular site. So during the year, interesting observations. It was so wet for a post-em option, so they had to use an aerial application for the factor cletho. So that was a bit of a compromise in terms of coverage, unfortunately. It really sort of highlighted the Ultro provided, I guess full, if you sort of look over my shoulder here, full length season control up until about, we said September, which is sort of remarkable in terms of a pre-em in a really wet year. So it was, I guess, a decile 6 to 7 growing season rainfall. And then if you look on the other side here, this is the high pressure part of the paddock, untreated with the Ultro. But still had pre-emergent, so the ryegrass has a high seed bank, so we've just sort of had no option to control it with the pre-em, and then the post-em had too much pressure on it. So you can sort of see the differences with what we've seen with the Ultro. The outstanding thing for us in terms of mix and rotate with herbicides, it's a new mode of action. We've been able to bring Ultro into the mix here, post-sow pre-emergent. We've seen really good crop safety, and then it's done two things. Largely it's taken the pressure off the post-emergent, so the factor clethodim, so that's really important. So we're protecting some of that valuable Group A, Group 1 chemistry. And secondly, it's actually held up the ryegrass in the treated areas to allow us to get a crop top opportunity. So crop topping is generally a bit challenging in chickpeas, so you can actually see over this side how the ryegrass has senesced and matured, so we've lost the opportunity to time that crop topping. It has been a little bit wet, so the crop topping is only just about to happen soon, but the ryegrass still largely is in a timing stage of that milky dough stage that we can get on because of the job the Ultro's done in holding back the early populations. We can control the late seeding ryegrass with the paraquat application and still be within MRLs. So overall, very happy. It's good to see some new modes of action in, I guess, largely a non-competitive crop like chickpeas. But we'll follow through with some sort of harvest results and seed bank numbers. Really excited about the value of Ultro in pulse systems.